Hello there everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. So today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 1986 Deluxe Class Autobot Blurr, the fast-speaking Autobot himself. So let's get down to the review table and see what the big deal is for this figure. So let's get it on, man, let's go! Now, before we take a look at the figure itself, it's nice to take a look at the packaging here. So you have the nice, beautiful artwork there for Blurr himself. His name is Blurr, Studio Series number 8603, the Transformers the movie. And you got the nice backdrop on Autobot City, and that is pretty cool. I do quite like that background. I like that. It's like you're reliving the 1986 film with this the fight between the Autobots and the Decepticons. That's awesome. You got the Transformers logo on the side, Takara Tomy, Transformers the movie on the top, and the same image there of Blurr. And he is a Deluxe Class 8603, and got a nice image there, the same image there of Blurr again. You got number 86 right here, and you got the obligatory product shots. You got Transformers the movie, Blurr, Battle of Autobot City, yes. Got the robot mode, the ult mode, the 18 steps, and you have your bio. Blurr defends Autobot City until reinforcements arrive, and you can actually choose which other language you can actually read, you know, if you can read them, because I can't really read the languages. But it's an option for you. It's an option for you. But anyway, so that is pretty much it for the packaging itself. And here is Blurr himself fully transformed into his Cybertronian vehicle mode. And you know what? Hasbro did it again. They managed to get this alt mode very nice and sleek, and I do quite like this vehicle mode because this is what we saw in the 1986 film. This is very, very screen accurate and very spot on from left and right. It's just, oh my goodness. I mean, I've seen the Fans Toys version, but this is the official Hasbro version, and this is looking great in my opinion. Very, very screen accurate, and I do quite like it. And you got the translucent plastic with the white underneath it. You got the Autobot symbol. I'm not sure you can see it. There's the Autobot symbol right there. A bit of light blue paint on this section right here, and another section of blue paint right here. And yeah, got a lot of blues going on here. Got the dark blue paint right here, and a little bit here and here. And yeah, and you got more light blue paint right here as well. And you got the seat that can actually flip down or flip up if you wanted to. But hey, that's pretty cool. You got this fin right here. And yeah, and you come under here, you don't see a lot of robot mode junk hanging off of him. I mean, you see his feet, but kind of tell that's the like the stand for the vehicle mode. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, nicely concealed. You know, it's nice and clean, smooth, really, really cool. I do quite like this vehicle mode. Now you can actually plug in an effects part at the back here. Bring the Scourge one. There we go. Hey, you got a sneak peek for Scourge's effects part. But anyway, so he does come with a couple of accessories. He comes with these accessories. He comes with his natural gun, and he does come with this thing. What is this supposed to be? I have no idea. I have no idea what's this called. If you do know what's this called, please let me know in the comment section down below, because I would love to hear your thoughts on this thing. I have no idea what this is. I guess it's a similar tool that Hot Rod uses to fix Autobot Cup. Other than that, I'm not really sure. But hey, you can actually store these in vehicle mode. There are slots on the other side, and there is a tab right here, and you can actually take this and plug it in right there. And there are two slots over here, and there are two tabs for these to go into. So just tap that in, and I think that storage looks kind of ridiculous because it's sticking out too long. It's sticking out too much. No, that's not. No, just take this off for a minute here, and it popped off like it flew off anyway. Anyway, so let's take a quick look at some size comparisons. Here is Blurr compared with Studio Series 86 Voyager Class Hot Rod, with the Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Jazz, with the Earthrise Deluxe Class RC, and last but not least, here is Blurr compared with the Titans Return Blurr. And you know what? I love the Studio Series 86 version a lot better because it's more sleek and it's nice and smooth. It's more screen accurate. This one is kind of a bit thick in my side. In my opinion, this one is a bit too thick. It's a bit too big, and it's not nice and sleek. But I mean, I still like this one. I still like this figure, but I think I prefer this way more than this one. But yeah, but still overall, this is a nice figure. Anyway, so that is pretty much it for the alt mode comparisons. Okay, so I think we are pretty much done with the vehicle mode. It's cool, it's nice and sleek, I do quite like it. So let us transform Blurr into his robot mode. So first thing you want to do, you want to untab these sections right here, the arm section right here, just untab it. You want to slide this out, just untab, slide this out, and there you have that. And just untab on the other side, just untab them, and there you have that. So now the hands right here, to reveal the hands, you want to flip out this panel and just bring this up and just rotate this around and just flip this up, close up that panel, and there you have one arm all done. So the same thing on the other side, just want to bring this up. Actually, you don't really need to flip out this panel, because why would you need to flip out this panel? Because because you don't really need to do it. But anyway, so just rotate this around and just bring this up. Now, I do have one problem on my copy of the toy, because this doesn't stay up. I don't know why. Yeah, unless if you're plugging in the what weapon? This thing. If you plug in this weapon to this hand, then this can stay up, but if you don't, then this does not stay up for some reason. Maybe the hinge is just too tight and it's just, I'm not sure. But it is what it is, it's okay. And you want to, the next step you want to do is you want to untap his feet. Untap his feet, and there we go. So just bring this over. Now be careful, just open this up, open that up, and there you go. So just do the same thing on your side, just open this up, and you want to unfold his legs right now. Whoops, hold on, there we go. Just unfold his legs, there we go. Just unfold his legs right now, and you want to, now this is on a hook tab, so you want to unpeg it first, and you want to slide this out. It's gonna be a chore to get this out. So just slide this out. There we go. So there you have that. And you want to flip in the fin, like so, and just close up the leg, just like the Titans Return version. And just bring back the foot, and there you have one leg all done. So the same thing on the other side. Just actually this side doesn't have the fin that flips in, so you just have to close it and just flip up the foot, and there you have his legs pretty much all done. So I have to zoom out for you guys so you know what I am doing. So now this seat right here, just flip this up, and you want to rotate this chest panel around like so, and you want to bring this all the way back and just bring this down first, bring this all down, and just flip this in. That will tab into place and fill in the chest, and just bring this out and just rotate his arms around like so, and there you have that done. So just bring this up, then click into place, rotate his arms around, and there you have that done. So just bring this all the way back until it flips into place. There we go. Actually clicks into place, so there we go. And I think we are pretty much done, so let me raise up the camera a little bit more because he's quite tall. And there you have Blurr fully transformed up into his robot mode. And again, Hasbro, You guys, oh my gosh. They did a great job with this figure. I mean, they really captured Blurr's likeness from the cartoon itself. It's very screen accurate. It looks good. It looks freaking fantastic. And I do quite like it. I love it. So let's get in close here so we can take a look at his head sculpt. Very, very beautiful head sculpt. And if you do shine the light behind his head, he does have some nice light piping. So let me see. There we go. He has light piping. That's amazing. The light piping returns on Blurr. So that is pretty cool. And the light piping actually came back with this figure. So yeah, really, really nicely done head sculpt. White for the face, got the yellow on the forehead, got like blue paint around. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure his face looks. His face looks kind of. His face looks kind of weird, but hey, it's still Blurr, you know. It's still a G1 Blurr head sculpt. That's really nice, and yeah. And it's nice that the Autobot symbol is on his chest, and that's supposed to be accurate because the Titans Return version didn't have that Autobot symbol. It's supposed to have it, but it didn't have it in the end. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, nicely designed. It's a clean transformation as well, not that much of a backpack. And the legs as well, very nicely done. I do quite like the legs. Very, very cool. So, his articulation, the head is on a ball joint. Actually, no, it's not on the ball joint, it's on the swivel. So, wait, is it on the ball joint? I can't really tell. I think it's on the ball joint. Yeah, it's not. It's on the ball joint. So it can rotate a full 360. You can't really look up. You can't really look up and down. The shoulders can rotate a full 360 on this ratchet joint. And it can move in and out. You can actually use this hinge right here to move the arms out, like so. And you do have a bicep swivel. He does have an elbow joint, exactly 90 degrees up bend. Now the wrist swivel, the only way to work the wrist swivel, you have to bring this down, and it can't really rotate like that, but you have to rotate the other way. So that's the way you can actually work the wrist swivel. I mean, it can't really rotate a full 360 because there is something that's blocking right here, this piece, this light blue piece where the wrist is actually plugged into. So you can actually rotate one way, not, you know, yeah. I mean, it's weird because you do have like the mushroom hinge right there, and the only way to work the wrist swivel is just bring this down and just rotate it that way. So yeah. Which is kind of weird in my opinion. You know, I mean, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. And he does have a waist swivel, which is really, really nice. The legs are on the ball joint, can move up that far, can move back that far, which is pretty far. You do have a thigh swivel, and on my copy of the toy anyway, this swivel is a bit loose. This swivel is tight, but this one is quite loose, so he does kind of have the tendency to do the splits on you sometimes, so do be careful. And the knee joint is about 90 degrees up bend, and he does have some foot pivot, but the foot pivot can move up that far only. Actually can move up all the way, can't really move down. And he does have a nice ankle tilt right there, so that's pretty nice. That's pretty cool. So now of course he can wield his accessories. Let me straighten up your body first. So he can definitely wield his he can definitely wield his accessories. So we just bring him his gun, just peg in his gun right there, and just plug this in onto his hand. Now I still can't remember where this piece was in the 1986 film. I really cannot remember. So if you can remember, please let me know in the comments, like in which episode or in which part of the 1986 film did he have this. So anyway, so let's bring in a few size comparisons. Here is Blurr compared with Studio Series 86 Voyager Class Hot Rod, and you can see, yeah, Hot Rod is deluxe sized. Even though he's supposed to be a Voyager, but it is what it is. So let's move on to the next comparison. Here is Blurr compared with Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Jazz. can see that Blurr is a bit taller than Jazz himself. With the Earthrise Deluxe Class RC. And last but not least, here is Blurr compared with Titan's Return Deluxe Class Blurr. And yeah, there's no question, there's no contest. This is by far the better version compared to this Blurr. Now, I'm not saying that this Blurr is a bad figure. This is a good figure overall, but this one is lacking a lot of color. Lacking the Autobot symbol. This one fixes all of that. It has the white, it has the dark blues, it has the light blues, it has the Autobot symbol right there. It has everything. It has the package, you know, it comes, yeah. But yeah. Now this Blurr does share some you know, similar engineering with the Titan's Return Blurr, like how the legs close up or open up, and how the fin, you know, flips out or flips in, and I do quite like that. You know, they do share a little bit of engineering right there, and yeah, really cool. And yeah, if I were to choose one Blurr, I would say choose this one, because this is more screen accurate and it's more in keeping with the likeness of the cartoon. And yeah, I mean, you can still get this figure, you know, to have fun with the Headmaster gimmick and with the transformation and with the accessories and how you can hold that as a shield. You know, you can do that if you want to, but I would highly recommend this guy, because this guy is really good, in my opinion anyway. So that is pretty much it for the robot mode comparisons. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Blurr. And you know what? This is a great figure in my opinion. Just like Hot Rod and Jazz, this really works very well. Yes, he does have this big gigantic thing on his arm, but hey, I'm not complaining, because this is what he's supposed to have in the movie, so screen accurate in my opinion. So if you want to complain about this, then all you have to do is just push this pin out and just take it off and never complain about it again. But anyway, but he's supposed to have this, you know, he's supposed to have this, so it's screen accurate, so I won't complain. But I do agree that the wrist swivel, the way the wrist swivel works, is kind of weird, because you have to flip this down and just rotate it. You can't rotate it both ways, you have to rotate it one way. There's one specific way to rotate it, so yeah, it's kind of weird, but hey, it is what it is. But still, the robot mode looks gorgeous in my opinion. The vehicle mode looks gorgeous as well, looks spectacular, and very screen accurate too. So yeah, really nicely done. I do quite like this figure. So if I were to rank Blurr from a scale of 1 to 10, just a little bit of problem with this this thing not sitting up very flush. So I think he deserves a 9.5 out of 10. So yeah, he doesn't really get a 10 out of 10 because of this thing just not sticking, you know, staying up that well. So 9.5 out of 10. Also the looseness of this leg. So I don't know why his left leg is quite loose, but sometimes he just wants to do the splits on you. But anyway, it is what it is. So 9.5 out of 10. Well done, Hasbro. You did a great job with this figure. So yeah, and in terms of the transformation, it's very smooth and enjoyable, and yeah, really cool figure in my opinion. So yeah, definitely recommend this figure from myself. So, and I think that's pretty much it for today's video review. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel, or if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, do click that subscribe button right now, because there'll be more reviews coming soon, and you know, Studio Series 86 Cup and Studio Series 86 Scourge. So yeah, more reviews coming soon, so do click that subscribe button, and while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you'll never miss any one of my new videos. And you can always check out my Studio Series 86 you can always check out my Studio Series playlist for any videos you may have missed, so I'll post a link to that playlist in the description down below. And if you want to get a Blurr of your own, you can always check out bigbadtoystore.com for any availability, so I'll post a link to that website in the description down below as well. And I think that's pretty much it for me to say. So there you have the Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Autobot Blurr. And this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out.